What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be going over my top 5 corners from the 2024 NFL Draft, starting with number 5, Kool-Aid McKinstry, from Alabama, 5'11", 199 pounds. A little bit grabby. That's one thing I noticed. Very comfortable in press coverage or playing off, doesn't matter. Comfortable in man or zone. Only 2 interceptions on his career, so that is a little bit concerning. Tries to hit rather than wrap up as a tackler, which can cause some problems. Definitely more of a boundary corner. Actually, a decent blitzer as well. I think he does better in zone with the play in front of him, but he can definitely play man. Pretty average long speed. Uses the sideline pretty well, though. Decent tackler. Very good zone coverage corner. But actually, very good return man as well. More of an explosive athlete than he is super fast. More quick than fast, I'd say. Very physical corner, though. Definitely a first-round talent, most likely, in my eyes. I think all 5 of these corners are top 5 talent, or first-round talents. This is a very good cornerback room, in my opinion. Moving on to number 4, Cooper DeJean from Iowa, 6 foot, 203 pounds. Excellent punt returner, very grabby. I think this guy has really, really good ball skills, some good athleticism to him. Has all the traits you really need in a corner. Can get a little bit grabby, a little bit, but overall, I think he is pretty damn good. Reads the quarterback's eyes. Sorry, and like I said, ball skills for days. That's probably his best trait, in my opinion. Moving on to number 3, Quinion Mitchell from Toledo, 6 foot, 195 pounds. Ran a 4.33 40. Not the best in press coverage, but he has the frame and physicality for it if he were to improve. Sometimes flips his hips a little bit too early, which is something I want to see him improve on. I also think he could flip his hips a little bit smoother too. Shows flashes of really good footwork, but that could be a little bit more consistent. Tackling could also improve. 5 interceptions in 2022. I'm sorry. So that's great. Better in off-man coverage, I would say. Very good ball skills. Has all the speed you could need. Very good acceleration. Can jump out the building. Decent in zone, but I think he can be sometimes a little bit slow in processing in-breaking routes and curls. Plays a little bit high at times as well. Kind of raw, but very good traits. Solid first-round talent as well. Moving on to number 2, Nate Wiggins from Clemson. Ran a 4.28 40, so blazing fast, 6'1", 173 pounds. So definitely on the smaller side, but good length. Really solid in press coverage, great hips, changes directions very well. Pretty physical, can be a little bit handsy, so could cause some penalties at the next level. Solid tackler when he wants to be. Mostly plays on the outside, but can follow his opponent inside as well at a pretty high level. Sometimes can be a little bit late to flip his hips, which is something I want to see him improve on. Speed is really solid. Could stand to obviously get a little bit bigger for sure. Turns his head a little bit too early at times too, which can cause some penalties and cause him to slow down as well. Sometimes can struggle against bigger wide receivers just due to him being on the smaller side. Recognizes routes very well, though. Solid in man, but I think his awareness in zone is probably his best bet. So I think a zone-heavy team would probably be best for him. So that's just kind of my opinion. Moving on to number 1, Terrion Arnold from Alabama, 6 foot, 189 pounds. Ran a 4.5 flat 40, so definitely slower than Nate Wiggins and some of the others, but I think his traits make up for it in spades. 5 picks and 11 deflections just this year, so fantastic ball skills, which is something that is very important to me. Very good hips and feet, changes directions very well. I also think he runs faster on film than he did at the combine, in all honesty. Uses the sideline very well. Hips are very smooth, and he flips them very quickly. Mostly plays on the outside, but can absolutely line up the nickel spot if you need him to. Best in press man coverage, in my opinion. Good awareness and a good tackler. Good in zone, actually, but I think he is better in man. Really, really good ball skills. Has the speed that you want to, despite the 4.5 40. Like I said, I do think he is faster on film. Is also very known for blowing up screens in the backfield with a good hit, which is pretty fun too. Definitely an early first round talent. I love him. So yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate that like button. If you have any questions or comments in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.